Hi, and welcome back. We are going to be doing a healthy snack full of vitamins. It's cheap. I say that because it kind of depends on the price of the vegetables in your store. But there was a sale on kale, so we're good to go. So, my lovely assistant, my sister, was kind enough to kind of do this to them. But basically, let's see if I can find a piece here. All of them come with like a rib, and it's thicker than this, but as an example, with that rib that goes down, you're just going to separate the kale from that centerpiece. So then all you're left with is just the kale, and then you'll give this to your chickens or put in your yard debris, whatever it looks like. And all these are pretty much done. So I'm going to kind of make them all about the same piece. And hang out, watch a little TV, listen to some music, whatever you want to do. And the chickens will have a really yummy snack. So my assistant, behind the camera, did pretty good, but we don't need that piece. Why? Because it'll be really tough and it'll be kind of bitter. So, I am out of aluminum foil. And if you wanted to, you could put on some parchment paper, but I'm not too worried about it. I have a empty dishwasher. I'm just going to throw it in. It's not a big deal. So basically the ingredients that you're going to need is some olive oil and some lemon pepper seasoning. Whatever brand, it's all the same, doesn't really matter. If you do not like kind of a lemon flavor, and it's not lemon like sour lemon flavor, it's really good. But if you don't like that, you don't prefer it, you don't have it, whatever, you can also just do salt, pepper, garlic, and a little parmesan would be amazing in this too. And it comes together really quickly. So I have the oven set at 400, and I'm going to put these in there for about 15-20 minutes. Give it a little bit of a stir, and then put it in for longer. And basically, you're just drying it out until it's all roasty toasty. You can put these as a topping on a soup. You can add it to your salad for like a little crunchy topping. My favorite way to eat it is just as is. It's actually really good. And what's interesting is, you know, kale is kind of tough to eat and everything, and not super flavorful. But by doing it this way, you dry it out, and it makes it really crunchy, and it makes a texture, and it's just really good. And Ellie, my niece, who is gonna be 2 soon, she loves this, which is great. So, and this looks really full, but how many heads of lettuce was this? What'd you say? 2? Okay. You can see how much it kind of gives you. So I have all the kale done and ripped apart. They're all relatively the same size, and all the stems are gone. So basically at this point, you're going to take off any rings that you have, and this is where the fun part begins. So you take your oil and you fairly generously pour it over your kale. So, we had an interesting emergency at our home. But, no time like the present to have a snack. So, we put olive oil all over this. We took off our rings. And basically, you're going to pretend like your hands are little teeth. And you're just going to go through and massage the kale, basically, until it kind of becomes a little bit wilted. And then we're going to add our lemon pepper seasoning and throw this in the oven. Okay, so that's what we're left with. And, oh no, put our lemon pepper seasoning pretty generously. Alright, now I'm going to mix it up. And there you have it. I have it all mixed up. We're going to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then we'll take it out and check on it.
Kale is so funny.
So as you can see, it shrunk down a lot. It's been in the oven for about 18 minutes. I'm going to flip it around and put it in for about 5 more minutes. Dogs playing in the background and everything, but we have a finished product. In the oven for about 25 minutes for about 400, and it turned out great. I will put a recipe in the description. Thank you for joining me. A disclaimer. The lemon pepper is a little on the spicy side. Now, I like spicy, but I'm sharing this with my sister and my niece. So, I probably added just a tad more than you should. So, look at my description to know exactly how much you should put on. But other than that, I'll enjoy it. Thanks.